Hello, everyone, and welcome back for the second round lead card coverage of the 10th annual Seviren Lang Memorial, sponsored by Innova Champion Discs. I'm Nathan Queen, and again, I'm joined with Colten Montgomery. How's it going, man?
Good. I'm excited to be back again. We've got a pretty awesome card, and I'm glad to join the top card this round.
Yeah, we've got Ellis shooting the hot round of 13 down. Ricky and Gregg coming back again after being on the feature card. And then yourself, Colten Montgomery, with the 9 down, jumping on the lead card.
Yeah, I squeaked it out with the low PDGA number. I think you and another guy said, oh, man, too bad I didn't sign up earlier. So I got lucky to make it on the lead card. But here we are, hole 1, 258 feet. You got to hit a gap, but it's a pretty open gap, and then try and navigate these trees late down the fairway.
Yeah, good hole to start on. Get you started off in the woods, but still a little technical towards the end. Corey going with a forehand here. And he said, forget about the left and right gap. I'm just going up the middle. And great shot from him. He's there in the circle.
Yep, that was a good shot. Barsby here, throwing eagle forehand. A little bit early, it looks like.
Yeah, catches a little early and kicks off to the right. Probably in circle 2. Maybe we'll be able to see another big starter putt. Ricky going back to the pig. He threw standstill the first round. Decided to not throw standstill this round, and seems like might have been a bad choice.
And that was an early release.
Here, what are you throwing here, Colten?
I'm throwing a Tiger Warrior. It also is called the Guardian Lion. They changed the name, and
man, that thing was moving.
I just skipped right by the basket, and yeah, I'm a little bit deep.
Yeah, great shot though.
Thank you.
Ricky coming out of no man's land and pitching up there pretty good for his par look. He'll be inside the circle, but still a pretty long putt.
Barsby from circle 2, it looks like.
Oh, and again, just like the first round, hitting the circle 2 putt. This one a little more obstructed.
I think he gets off the top band. Not really, but it was high, but that was a great putt.
Yeah, drops it in there with his hyzer putt. Great way to start. Here's Ricky from 28 feet or so to save his par. Great par save. He hit the first tree available. And,
yeah, that's a great scramble.
Great scramble shot on his second shot. Corey from 20 feet for his birdie. A little high right as well. Catches it, gets a good birdie to start.
And here I am. Have to go a little straddle.
Oh, you missed the high right memo.
Yeah, I was high left and it didn't stick, so I'll be tapping in my par on hole 1.
Pretty solid putt, just not quite grabbing on these Mach 2s.
Yeah, and here we are, hole 2, 400 feet. You want to definitely get through this initial gap, and then we're going to take a hard right up to the basket. If you can throw a real good drive, you're going to find yourself in this area. And here's the basket way tucked back there.
Yeah, you want to try to make that corner as far as you can to try to give yourself a straight look at the basket. It's pretty tight if you don't make the corner, or if you get off to the right. Right is going to be the biggest mistake. And with Corey's forehand, I'm surprised to see him throw a backhand shot here, but that was beautiful.
When you can throw a buttery backhand turnover like that with a putter, why not?
Yeah. Great shot from him there. I didn't see quite where it landed, but he should have a look for his birdie. Oh, and Gregg hitting the last tree to miss. Good line. He still might have a chance for a birdie, but he does have a pretty tough angle there. Oh, Ricky.
Yeah,
it didn't look like he liked it, but he's up there in the ditch, and that's not a bad spot.
Yeah, that was early, but he made it through everything. Here I am going forehand.
And that looks pretty good off the hand.
That was early, unfortunately. Okay. So I don't really have much but a pitch out here. and it wasn't a good pitch out.
Catches the tree a little short of that ditch, it looks like. You might have a straight look at the basket from there, though. And Gregg trying to go up high does not work out well. He's going to have a tough look to save his par.
I think that was that rhino that you were talking about during round 1 that he just threw.
Yeah, pulled his rhino back out. Got it up a little high as well. That's going to... I mean, it's Gregg, so you never know if he's going to make it, but that's a long par look there. Here you are with the patent pending. Oh, catching. Well, he got a good kick forward. You've got a circle's edge, circle 2 putt for your par.
Yeah, long circle 2 look to save par.
Corey, after a great backhand drive, goes with the forehand, well inside the circle. He's got a good look for his birdie there. Rick, after getting sneaky on the inside, catches a late tree right. He'll leave himself a long putt for birdie as well.
And I believe this is Barsby for par. Ooh, just short.
Oh, what a great run.
Yeah, great bid, though.
And Ricky with a long putt for birdie here. Just a little off to the right. Fully wanted it.
And those sunglasses there on that tree might have gotten in my head a little bit, and I just sent it way over the basket. I'm glad the camera got that, though. Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't notice those during the tournament. It's pretty funny, though.
I debated taking them off, but I was like, oh, whatever. It's just a pair of sunglasses.
Good birdie there from Corey. He got past the sunglasses, didn't have to worry about it.
And I left myself a tester.
Oh, man.
Little bit of a shaky start to start on the putting green, but yeah.
It happens to the best of them.
Ricky tapping in his par. And
you've had you're still hitting a lot of stuff. A lot of these could have stayed in. So both of them could have stayed in so far.
Yeah, definitely.
But moving on to hole 3. Pretty tight gap off of the tee, 240 feet. Mostly probably going to see forehands here. Nice. You want to kind of get it out flat and just let it barely finish.
Yeah, I never really did the forehand on this hole, so I'll be throwing backhand, and it's a very tight, touchy backhand line.
Yeah, it looks like Corey is actually going to go with that Heiser stand-up backhand line as well. You're going to want to hug the left side of this gap and then stand it up without hitting the right side, which it looks like he got a little high.
Yeah, caught some cabbage.
Ricky going to his pig. Little forehand. Another early release there. You can see he's looking at his hands. He's not happy about something.
Yeah, maybe some grip issues. I mean, I know it was hot out there. It was like a real feel of 105, I think, on Saturday. So.
Yeah, big temperatures, and this is the second round as well, which most of these guys aren't used to being out on tour. You've got one round a day, so that could come into play as well.
Definitely. And I yank my Glow MD3 and kick left.
Yeah, fortunate kick there. Gets you back to the left side. Keeps you off of the right. Going down right is probably the worst place to go on this one.
And Ricky has a nice shot from the woods there to give himself a chance to save par.
Looks like Corey may be forehanding the same disc he threw off. Nope, different disc, but great upshot from him. Get out there for his par. Colten going with the similar forehand out.
And I threw it halfway there.
Still have a putt to save your par here. What's this, probably 40, 45 feet?
Yeah, probably 40, 45 feet.
There we go. About where you hit on the first hole, a little high left, but a great par save there.
Yeah, I'm stoked to get a good feeling putt out of my hand, and glad that stuck.
Yeah, great putt.
Thank you. Barsby for birdie. Good.
Yeah, good putt there. Little right side. But it's a birdie you do want to get.
Definitely. These first few holes, you want to get them.
A good par save there from Ricky being off on the right side early.
And also a good tap-in par for Corey.
So 1 birdie on that hole. Not exactly what you're looking for, but good par saves. And through a few holes, Corey Ellis starting off, having the lead and gaining it a little more. I'm 2 through 3, jumping up just a little bit.
Yep, right there in the mix.
Moving on to hole 4, 250 feet. There's a gap on the right side. It's a little harder to reach the basket that way. Most people are going to be going up this left side. Little uphill. Probably plays about 265, 260. Throw something slightly stable and let it fade off to the right. You'll see for a forehand or a lefty backhand, for these righty backhands, you're going to see something kind of a hyzer stand-up again.
Barsby's going forehand. Looks like he grip locked it a little bit, but he'll be in the fairway.
Yeah, good kick there. Pulled it off a little left.
Yeah, if you're left, it's not easy to get up and down.
Yeah, most of the rough here is pretty thick. It makes it hard to find your discs and harder to get out.
I agree. And that one's also a little bit wide, but
gets a little float up there. He might have made it to circle 2. Pretty long look for his birdie.
I would imagine this is another pig from Ricky.
Looks like he's pulled out a different one. Probably a little straighter than the last one. And that's how you do it.
Yep. And I'll be throwing my Tiger Warrior, the same one I threw on hole 1.
Yep.
Trying to do more of a hyzer flip.
Oh, yeah, great line. Oh, wow. What a bounce.
Yeah,
bounces up and hits the bottom of the cage.
It cut rolled, and I'm glad that the pole and basket got in the way. So
Yeah. Good ground play there. Gregg lazily pitching up for his par there.
And he looked at his hand too, looking like maybe there were some grip issues. It was humid.
So Corey with the long 2 look here, trying to keep his hot start going. Doesn't quite connect, but he's there for his par.
Yep, taps in his par there.
And here's Gregg for his par. No problem there. And you got your couple birdie tap-ins here. And that's always my favorite putt.
Especially on these baskets.
The Diamond Paragon Pool Table. Diamond tables are designed and manufactured from the highest quality, sustainable hardwoods, utilizing world-renowned designs. Diamond tables are unparalleled for playability and durability. After all, they are designed by players for players.
Hole 5, 210 feet. This is a pretty touchy shot. You want to get to right here and then pretty much take a 90-degree turn to the left. Some people go high. Some people try and do a low skip shot, so...
Yeah, it looks like Rick's going to go with the standstill pig here. Just push it forward and then let it fall left.
And that looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's found the line.
That is perfect.
And you can't really do it much better than that. You got another putter in your hand here?
I'm actually trying to throw a glow MD5, and this is like, I feel like I barely have to throw it.
Yeah.
And I could have probably thrown it a little bit harder than that, but...
Yeah, that's what makes this hole tough, is you can't throw it hard at all, but that also makes it easy to not throw it hard enough.
Right, there's like a sweet spot that you have to hit, so...
This looks like a pretty good throw out of Gregg, and maybe he was a little early as well.
Yeah. Corey, I would imagine, is probably throwing a zone.
Yeah, it looks flat like a zone would be, stand still.
He's going a little higher.
Yeah, that higher hyzer line. And he's coming up short as well.
Yeah, that's 3 of us that caught that early corner.
It's a super touchy shot. It's hard to pick the right disc to hit 180 feet away and then have it turn left.
Exactly. Looks like Corey has a line.
Hits the gap, but comes up a little low. Not bad here.
And I step up, and I definitely have a little gap through there.
Right on line.
And I thought I had it. It was just a little bit low.
Comes up just a bit short. Still there for your par putt.
Nice save from Barsby.
Yeah, and you can tell he was happy to hit that one. Good to get that par in there.
And all 3 of us are cleaning up our pars before Ricky has even got to his drive. So, yeah, he threw a really good drive.
Yeah, that's as close as we've seen in these 2 rounds on this hole, for as short as it is. So, great drive from him, just tapping in his birdie. So after we've got those first 5 holes kind of shorter in the woods, you come out and immediately you have your 1,000-footer OB on the right along those fences and in between, and then all the way down the left. Then you've got it the OB kind of comes toward these trees right here and leaves you a little peninsula green to land on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's 1,100 feet, and then like that's not enough when you get down to the green. It's an island green, so it's definitely a hole where things can go wrong. But
Ricky just absolutely crushed this.
Yeah, that was a smash.
That was a good 600 feet.
And a good correction from round 1 where we saw him go OB left with that same disc.
Yeah. What do you have here, Colten?
I'm throwing my signature Lone Howl PD.
Okay.
Just trying to do a nice controlled shot, and I barely stayed in bounds on the left-hand side there. But
yeah, good line on that. Came out maybe just a little bit early, but good line, good flight. No trouble there.
Yeah, inbounds on the first one is always good.
Gregg probably going with the Scorpius. He's pulling it out wide like he did last time. This needs to hurry up. And it does not look like it's come back in. He'll have a pretty early shot to go from there.
Yeah.
He went out pretty early.
And here's Corey. No, he can smash one down there.
Yeah, Corey's got tons of power. He stands it up.
And
this also needs to fade. He's got it turned a little too much, and he's going to be OB as well.
Yeah.
He'll make it further down the fairway than Gregg.
Here's Barsby throwing 3.
Let's see, this will be a good opportunity. If he can get up and down for par from there, then that'll be a great save. He's got a chance to he's got a long way to go, but if he can land on that circle green up there that's about 45 feet, then he'll still maybe have a chance to save his par. Corey trying to do the same thing.
Just putting themselves in play and try and get up and down.
Looks like you've got a little bit of foliage to deal with here.
I do, so I definitely was not going for it, kind of just trying to do what they did and pitch up right between the mouth.
And that's exactly where you want to be. You made it almost up to that OB line, far enough to the left where you don't have to worry about hitting that gap. You should be able to throw over those trees. And surprising for me to see, Ricky got pretty far up there. I figured we'd see a roller or a big shot from him to try to get the eagle, but he does go for his layup shot.
Yeah, very, very conservative. But, this hole is really an easy birdie if you can throw 3 shots inbounds, and should have a look at the basket.
He's playing the odds on that one. 2 of his competitors already thrown OB on the hole, so... And Gregg gets on the island, so he's there just outside the circle for his par look. Corey going the opposite way with the hyzer, playing with the downslope, and puts it inside the circle. He'll also have a chance to save his par.
And I think he threw a putter there. It's pretty far putter hyzer shot.
Pretty impressive.
Ricky just probably pitching up his pig.
Just inside the circle. Left it a little short, but he should have a good look for his birdie there. And that's about parked for your birdie.
Yep, that's just how I drew it up. So happy to be taking a birdie here.
What a par save.
Yeah, great par after going OB pretty early.
Yeah, from OB early to a circle 2 putt for the par save. Great save from him. Now here's Corey for his save. Yeah, that's good. I saw a couple par saves after OB's second shots going long on that layup, but that's a tougher save going out OB on your first shot.
Ooh, that one tried to come back out on Ricky.
Yeah, a little bounce off of the pole there. Just hung on. And pretty much a formality here, just tapping in the birdie.
Yep.
So leaderboard check-in. Corey Ellis still has the lead. Ricky's gained 1 stroke. And Garrett, 5 through 6, he's having a hot round going.
And
so
you're still right up in there in the mix also, 2 off the lead.
Yeah, still all tight up top.
Here we are, hole 7. It's 336 feet. Really cool par 3. You want to throw pretty much a straight shot and try and navigate these trees later in the fairway. But if you go too long, there is that road that you could potentially go out of bounds on. So I think Ricky here is just throwing a putter to try and get down through that gap.
Yeah, it makes you disc down a lot, even though it's almost 340 feet. That OB long and it being downhill makes it a little easy to push long if you do make the gap. Ricky pushing it just a little bit right, overcorrecting from what we saw in the first round when he was left. Looks like a mid-range from you here.
Trying to throw a glow MD3, and I hang it out a little bit too wide. And didn't quite see where it finished.
Here we got Gregg. It looks like he's pulled out a rhino. And this needs to flatten out and float a little bit. Yeah, it got turned over just a little bit too much.
A little bit short.
He's got a long downhill look. I'm sure we'll see him give it a run.
That's probably a Luna that Corey's throwing there.
Yeah, going to be looking to throw just a medium height. Floating down. If this hits the gap, yeah.
Oh, and he sneaks through the trees there.
And he's parked it. Great shot. Great shot from Corey there. Let's see some magic.
A little bit left out of the hand.
Ricky's got a tough putt here, too. Probably just outside the circle.
Just off the top.
Just off the top. Slows it down enough, he stays in bounds.
And I actually got stuck in the tree. Couldn't find it for a few seconds and finally got it. And man, I thought that was so good out of the hand, and that tailwind just dropped it.
Yeah, bounces off the top of the cage. Doesn't even hit the front. So close.
Ooh.
Oh, Gregg splashing out right side for his par. It's an unfortunate bogey there. Ricky firing it off of that pole again, getting his par. Corey with the tap-in birdie. Picking up a stroke on the card here, and 2 on Gregg. So good separating hole there.
Yeah.
Great par 3. Moving on to another par 3, 285 feet. The large tree you see there on the right, there is a Mando that you have to go left of. So it makes it a good forehand shot, lefty backhand, and it's a good righty turnover shot as well. If that's some players prefer that shot over a forehand. But fairly easy hole. It is one you want to get a birdie on. There seems to be a headwind, so that can come into play a little bit. But
Yeah.
still a birdie you want to get.
And I don't know if this is a mid-range or a putter from Corey. Kind of looks like a putter.
Yeah, it looked like a smaller diameter. He's got a lot of power. Does come up a little bit short. I think he's right around circle's edge. He's got an uphill putt.
Ricky probably throwing Firebird forehand.
And this looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll have
pin
about
height.
18 feet.
Yeah, not far at all. The parking lot behind this does play OB. You don't really see it come into play too much with the uphill that the hole has and the basket being on that slope.
I opt for the backhand Annie, and I put it right there in the circle.
Yeah, good shot. It looked like it had just a little bit of dive on it. Could have floated and had a good run at it.
Barsby probably throwing a Scorpius.
I'm trying to give it a little run. Gets up a little bit high. He's probably about 25 feet or so for his birdie.
And Corey, I think, right around circle's edge. Banger.
Solid putt. He's been solid on the green this whole round so far.
Yeah, he has. Here's Barsby for his birdie.
Also dead center.
Right on the pole. And here I am, probably 20. And yeah, I yanked it right.
Just kind of pulled it off to the right. Ricky for his birdie here. Oh, man, you don't see the chains grab him like that real often on these ones. Sits in there.
And yeah, I was the lone par on this hole. Definitely, you want to get this hole, so that hurts.
Yeah, that's one that I actually missed both rounds as a lefty. That super hurt my feelings.
I missed it both rounds as well. But here we are, hole 9, 580-foot par 4. You want to get through that initial gap, and then once you get to this field, it's pretty open. That road you see there on the left is going to be out of bounds, and all the way up here is going to be the basket. So it's a long bending hole to the right. Really good for backhand Annie or a forehand if you're a right-handed player.
Yeah, it looks like Corey's going with a super high turnover shot
Yeah,
here.
that's a pretty big shot.
I think it was a mid-range in his hand. Yeah, with the fade, it looks like it was, and that's a great play.
Yeah, he's going to be looking right at the basket. So, yeah, that was a smash.
Ricky going with the forehand Firebird. See if he can hit the power line again. No, I think he missed it this
He
time.
just got over him.
So that puts him where he can see the basket this time, and that's exactly where you want to be. Pretty straightforward from there. As long as you execute this tee shot, then you want to get your birdie.
Yep, another one right there in prime position.
What are you going with here?
This is a glow MD3, really flippy one, and just trying to put myself out there.
Yeah, great shot. Good turnover line. And you looks like you'll be able to see the basket from there as well.
Yep. Ricky with the pig.
Yeah, great distance control there.
Have a 15-footer.
Yeah, we should just see some pitch ups from the group here. Once you make it around that corner, it's fairly simple to get up here and get your birdie.
Agreed. Here I'm throwing a Color Glow FD3, and I just release it early. So
Looks like you dropped on the edge right there.
yeah, I stayed on the edge.
Still have a putt for your birdie there.
A longer birdie putt, so. But nonetheless, it's a putt. Here's Corey just probably throwing a putter forehand.
Yeah. Touching a putter up there, which
Yep.
is just, it takes so much skill to touch a putter like that with a forehand. That's cool to see from him. Yeah, and with a knee putt from just inside the circle. Good birdie save there. I know that's one you really want to get.
Yeah,
So
see me shaking my head a
Yeah.
little bit there, just leaving myself such a long putt on this hole, but
converted nonetheless.
yep. Ricky as well with the birdie.
Everybody else just tapping in.
Yep.
So
This is a good star frame.
yeah, good star frame to get here. Got Corey keeping the lead by 2. So a good front 9 here. Corey holding his own. I believe he's from Ohio. For people that don't
West
know,
Virginia, I believe, actually.
Oh yeah, you're right.
West Virginia.
Yeah, he is from West Virginia. Great player out of West Virginia, holding his own against Ricky, keeping that 2-stroke lead. Gregg dropping back a little bit, and Colten 1 down through the front. Looking forward to this back 9. See what else we have.
Yep, look forward to it.